Maybe today I'm on the right side of morality. Maybe tomorrow I'll be on the wrong side of morality. But the point I'm making is this. None of us should allow our personal relationship to affect our ability to tell the truth and to be fair to the human race. Welcome to Donu'S Week, which is about what I've been up to for the past 7 days, the people I've interacted with, the places I've been to, the things I've done and not done, and the thoughts I've had. Hi. So let me tell you about my week, but I won't be able to go into the usual details about my day-to-day activities because I traveled from Abuja to London this week and I have been bogged down totally in all kinds of super stressful hassles, which I'll tell you about when things calm down. In the meantime, I just want to leave you with some food for thought that reflects some of the emotional upheavals I've been through in the past 7 days. Okay, so there's a lot of political turmoil ripping Nigeria apart at the moment. And I allowed myself to get sucked into a particularly toxic situation. If you want to know more about it, please go back to my Wednesday show, which is called Nigeria Unfiltered. And I think for the past 3 weeks, I've explained that particular situation. But you don't really need to know about Nigerian politics or even listen to my shows about this situation to benefit from what I'm about to say. Some friendships are based on common values, shared values. Others are based on just having fun together. There's so many different types of friendship. But I had a female friend who's like a kind of soulmate, and we come from the same place, and she's just a little bit older than me. And we don't always agree politically, but we're always on each other's side, if you know what I mean. I mean, you know what I mean? Just to randomly say, she might support Clinton, I might support Obama, but we support each other through all that. And that's how it's been with our relationship. But this time round, she's very, very, very angry with me for taking a particular position which she feels undermines her personal interests. And I am quite upset with her for taking the position she has taken because I think she's not being principled enough. I just think life cannot always be about what's in your best interest in terms of political power or money or whatever. Sometimes you need to take decisions based on what is good for the wider society. And I felt that my friend wasn't doing this, whereas she basically told me she didn't give a damn. She was only interested in her own personal advantages that she could gain from a particular situation. I'm being a bit cryptic, but what I'm trying to say is that you are all, maybe, or most of us, have been in situations where friendships have been tested to the limit. And after my conversation with this girlfriend, I actually broke down and wept. I was so sad. She was so angry with me. She was much angrier with me than I was with her because, we have different positions, but I was kind of like tolerating her position and she wasn't tolerating mine. And I went to bed miserable. And then I woke up the next morning and I thought, at one point, I even wanted to call her back or write her a letter saying, hey, look, almost apologizing for not agreeing with her. And then I woke up the next morning and I just thought, you know what? Why on earth would I apologize for taking a stance that most people would regard as principled? And, maybe today I'm on the right side of morality. Maybe tomorrow I'll be on the wrong side of morality. But the point I'm making is this. None of us should allow our personal relationships to affect our ability to tell the truth and to be fair to the human race. What I mean by this is, if you've got some uncle who is a member of the Ku Klux Klan, you really don't need to agree with him or feel bad that you don't agree with him. He's evil, you know? And if you've got a friend who believes in something, maybe they're anti-Semitic or they're very selfish, and whatever it is that makes us all misbehave from time to time. Well, I wouldn't say all of us, because some people are almost like saints and they never they never do bad things. But most of us are not saints. And I think what I'm trying to say in a very roundabout way is my food for thought is that you shouldn't allow anybody to derail you ethically. Friendship can be very corrupting. If you have a friend who's doing the wrong thing, or a spouse or a relative, should I say relationships can be very corrupting. And I've decided that I'm not going to let any of my relationships tamper with who I really am, undermine my belief in certain bottom line morals and societal values. And it's better to lose friends who do not share your values on important issues than to compromise those values to maintain the friendship, or it could be a relationship, as I said earlier. So I'd like to know if you've ever been in a situation where you and a friend, or you and a cousin or uncle or aunt or parent or child just do not agree on something that you think is a bottom line ethical position that everybody should try to adhere to. Have you ever been in that position before, where you're simply at loggerheads with somebody and you're pretty sure that the person is wrong? Maybe actually, how we know whether people are right or wrong is by looking at the scriptures. So, as you all know, I'm not particularly religious, but if you're a Christian, there's something called the 10 Commandments. And if your friend or your relative is violating any of those commandments, then they are wrong. I'm pretty sure that Islam and other religions have similar, rules. So, long story short, if you know that someone you're close to is wrong, don't go trying to placate and appease them. Don't feel bad that you can't agree with them. Don't compromise. Let that relationship go. Let that relationship go. It's better to let the relationship go than to let your soul be corrupted. Do you agree with me? Love to hear your views on this. See you next week.